MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 New York Mets.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And I want to shine the light on Yoenis Cespedes, outfielder right here. The ability to play multiple positions in the outfield, both corners, and can dabble in center field as well. And newsflash, people, do not run on this guy. He has one of the best arms in the business.
Here's the first pitch to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 coming. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Rosario brings it in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right side, but it's well fouled. Eaton, 5'8" tall, left-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the 19th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Striding in now for the Nats, Bryce Harper. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First offering on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Two out, nobody on. Drilled right back up the middle. Rosario's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. For the moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Steven Strasburg gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the division series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup, great curveball, and great slider. Very, very rarely do you see a guy have a 4-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
So stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. 1 away.
Batting second baseman, Jose Reyes.
Stepping up to the plate, Jose Reyes. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he has 9 base hits in 41 ABs. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Swing and a line drive. And a leaping effort there, but it's over his head into left center. A base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. Into the box, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Here's the 1-0. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses the throw down. And it's not in time, so Reyes has himself a stolen base.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
The 2-0. Hit in the air out to left field. Defoe backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yoenis Cespedes, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Strasburg comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. From the belt, kicks and deals. Behind 0-2 now. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Good changeup in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. In previous duels with DeGrom, batting at an even 400. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Conforto moves over. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Stepping up now, Daniel Murphy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 22. Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Now here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to short. And the Nationals have their first base hit of the ball game. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And the runner back. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a good curveball at the knees. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's just 2 for 9. He also has 1 home run. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. A dive, but he's back. Yelich is off of first with 2 away. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Line toward right center. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll? You lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
Matt Wieters stands in as he looks at a called strike. Wieters awaits the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Conforto has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Nats leave a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next for the Mets, Jay Bruce. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway.
Jay Bruce.
First offering on its way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slow bouncer to the right side. That winds up foul for the second strike. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
2 strikes.
Pulled toward right center field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Tom Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. Here comes the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
Nope.
And there's ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Faced a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
1-2 to Dominic Smith. Fastball down near the shoe tops. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count. 2-2. Next up from New York,
Travis d'Arnaud. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. Mets strand one. We'll move to the third with no score. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. In now for Washington, Steven Strasburg. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Two and 1 the count to Trey Turner. Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Eaton.
In now is Adam Eaton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can...
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jacob deGrom, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1.
Oh, that changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Turner into shallow left. One away.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Digging in to try it again. Ahmed Rosario flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch on its way. Change-up that catches the corner for strike one. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a play.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jose Reyes.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Reyes. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball one. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball two. Now the 2-1. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Digging in for his second at-bat, Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Hard hit towards center. Conforto is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Striding in once again, Yoenis Cespedes looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Three and 0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away.
The right fielder, number 19,
Ready for another chance? Jay Bruce. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. That smoked, but right into the shift. Murphy's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied.
leading off with an action.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Yelich playing here in his age 26 season. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
You know, I know this guy isn't the superstar everyone thought he was going to be when he was drafted in those high rounds, but he has had a solid big league career.
The next 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And here now is Wilmer Defoe, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Yelich on at first, nobody out. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Digging in the switch hitter, Matt Wieters. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. Pitch out.
1-0.
Nothing doing. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Popped him up. Reyes trying to get there. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, pitcher.
Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Steven Strasburg. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he gets ahead 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Nationals leave 1. Halfway home, still no score. Here's Todd Frazier now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Todd Frazier.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
The 1-0 home. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
A little bouncer. Payoff pitch one more time. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So striding forward now, Dominic Smith. He singled his last time up. He's set and the pitch. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone into the upper tank. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
That is why you can't walk the leadoff hitter. A solo shot becomes a 2-run homer, and the damage just kind of snowballs. tough one to swallow.
Now batting, catcher, Travis.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
Line drive to left. Yelich is there, and he has it for the out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box now, Jacob deGrom, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
No strike.
Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
Swung on, missed. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Yelich is under it, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. 0-1 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
In now is Adam Eaton. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Started that swing a bit too early.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Fouled away. Eaton, base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there. In now, Ryan Zimmerman. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Zimmerman now waiting the 1-0. Popped him up. Reyes ranging into shallow right, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington. They trail things here 2-0. Ready once again, Jose Reyes. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
That counts 1-1.
Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Eaton. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always full happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or 2, D-Row, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance. But you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. No hits to this point.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-0 home. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1 in the air out to straightaway left. Yelich is there, and he makes the catch for the out. The relay, and a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left.
Good read there at second base to know he can make it to third on the fly out. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
So we've got runners at the corners here, 1 away, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike two, says the third base umpire. 2-strike pitch from Strasburg. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Hit sharply toward the right side. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
On his way out to the mound now, the Washington manager, and that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Coda Glover takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Todd Frazier will be the first to face him here as he'll stand in with 2 men in scoring position and only 1 away. From the stretch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 is a slider taken in the dirt.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
2-1 now. Conforto at third. Bruce at second with 1 away. Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Dominic Smith will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Pulled toward right center field. Harper coming on. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base.
For the Mets, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Turner loves it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Mets 4 and the Nationals. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look here at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopped toward the second baseman. Right there is Reyes. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, left fielder, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. Conforto is there. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 1, Wilmer Depot.
Ready once again, Wilmer Depot. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
Cespedes is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Nationals down on a mere 4 pitches. They're down 4-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Joaquin Benoit is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 53.
Michael Taylor is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 3.
Ready for another shot now, Jacob deGrom. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And he lays off for ball 1. This one's flared off to the right side. Harper coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2. And he struck him out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Jose Reyes. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. And no one will get this one. Benoit's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. Line drive, base hit. So a nice job there by the two-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's not in time. Second steal of the game now for Reyes.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit, a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 3-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is foul. Reyes stands at second with 2 gone. Skied into straightaway right. And Harper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. They lead it 4-0. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Cespedes has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Michael Taylor.
And now for Washington, Michael Taylor. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
That's
2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on. And a full count, 3-2 to Michael Taylor.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order.
Ground ball left side. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
No balls and a strike to count. On its way is pitch number 75. 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
Swing and a liner. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
In now is Adam Eaton. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, the pitcher can claim that that one slipped all he wants, but that looked intentional to me. He goes with the heater up and in and absolutely drills him. That's dangerous, and I'm surprised that the ump appears. To be letting it go. Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Chopper foul. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds it 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Nats leave a pair. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Brendan Kinsler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Brandon Kinsler.
Digging in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Yoenis Cespedes.
Pitch on the way.
Ball.
A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
Now the 1-0 is in off the plate.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Hit on the ground toward the left. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Lifetime against Brandon Kinsler. He's only 2 for 10. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 0-2, here it is. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Here's Todd Frazier now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Ryan Zimmerman will get the first shot here when we come back. We're on to the 9th here in Game 1. The Mets lead it 4-0. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Ryan Zimmerman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Drilled to the right side. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, Hero. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Daniel Murphy is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
The pitcher, number
Howie Kendrick will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Howie Kendrick.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit out towards second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Third baseman, number 1.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Flips it behind his back. What a flip for 1.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Wieters. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Four 4-0 the score this afternoon. The Mets win the opener here in the division series. Jacob deGrom takes home the win. So that's a wrap.